And hello, everybody, and welcome along. Couple of tunes just to start off, and we'll do a little bit of a talk. Just to start off, and then we'll get into just a couple of things in news that have taken me fancy. We'll talk about them a bit more in after the trivia, which won't take long. And then I'll open up the panel. But yeah, hopefully you'll like these couple of tunes, but time will tell, won't it? Here they are.
I said I saw the sunrise, you correct that the moon died, leaving me to cry. I don't know why. One day on my guiding star, next day I don't know who you are, but when you say I'm sorry, it's melting me down. We both said too much with no meanings at all. Angry at ourselves to leave each other a big black hole. Wouldn't be the first time you thought of giving in. Yeah, different eyes see different things. I said I saw the sunrise, you corrected the moon died, leaving me to cry. I don't know why. One day on my guiding star, next day I don't know who you are, but when you say I'm sorry, different eyes see different things. I said I saw the sunrise, you corrected the moon died, leaving me to cry. I don't know why. One day on my guiding star, next day I don't know who you are, but when you say I'm sorry, it's melting me down. I said I saw the sunrise, you corrected that the moon died, leaving me to cry. I don't know why. One day on my guiding star, next day I don't know who you are, but when you say I'm sorry, I am sorry. Confusing times between seasons, nature has yet to decide. How can I be sure of my reason? In or out between is just losing time. Jump your mind fall into a solid state of mind for now. All you have to know Sorry, but I have to go. Oh, you have to know. Sorry, but I have to go. Hey, don't you cry. This may not be a goodbye. I will come back one day when the river will dry. I don't want to leave you confused with a late excuse for you to use for now. For now. Oh, you have to know. Sorry, but I have to go. Oh, you have to know. Sorry, but I have to go. I have to go. We are both walking to the unknown. Anger will pass eventually on its own. If it's anyone's fault, it is not yours. Is it a spark to burn up, or just a shadow of it all? Oh, you have to know. Sorry, but I have to go, baby. Sorry, but I have to go. Sorry, but I have to go, baby. Oh, you have to know. Sorry, but I have to go, baby. Sorry, but I have to go. Sorry, but I have to go, baby. I have to go. Oh, sorry, but I have to go. Oh, you have to know. Oh, you have to know. So
Okay. So anyhow, let's just start off. I haven't been around a hell of a lot. Obviously, there's reasons for that. We might get into later, but right at the moment we won't. There's been a bit happening news-wise that have plucked up my interest, because I used to do quite a bit of news at one stage. But I suppose the main one that everybody's seen is Donald Trump getting, well, shot. I think he was pretty lucky. It could have turned out a lot different. You know, it's not the first time it's ever happened in America, and it probably won't be the last, but it makes you think what the world's coming to in realism. I think guns cause more problems than they solve. Not that I'm against them, but it's just one of those things. On the Southeast Asian front, which is something I've got a good amount of interest in also, this week, finally, after a long time of procrastination and throwing it around, I think dollars and cents. Good evening, Mr. Clark. Dollars and cents had quite a bit to do with it, as far as in tourist dollars. Thailand opened their borders to 90 odd countries. I don't know if that was such a good idea. I'll have to have a bit of due diligence there. But for the normal the normal countries that do behave themselves, although even that's debatable if you look at the news, they've gone from 30 days to a 60-day walking visa. And quite interestingly, Laos have waived their entry fee, so it's free entry into Laos. So they're obviously trying to attract a few tourists as well. So it'll be kind of interesting to see throughout the region which other countries kind of follow with waiving a few fees and trying to entice instead of deter tourism to get a few dollars in the, not only the government's pocket, but the people, you know, the traders and all the rest of it, because the disease we had to have was something that really annihilated tourism and a lot of people's businesses, small businesses. And let's be honest about it, small business makes up more employers in just about every country than any government or large companies. So it's probably a good thing, and enticing tourism. The only thing we need to follow next is flight costs. But then again, with the fuel companies, the multinationals in charge of all that, really ruling the roost, and I'm afraid the governments haven't really pulled them in, or reeled them in. That could be interesting. Lieutenant Nescafe, as always, welcome. Philippines amended their Immigration Act, no more than 3 tourist extensions. Philippines have always fluctuated in their rules and regulations and all of that kind of thing. They want tourism, very much so. But I think they're starting to realise they're getting some of the wrong type of tourists. A lot of deadbeats and stuff like that. But only time will tell. G'day, Wayne. Good evening. Welcome along. So, yes, it'll be interesting to see, you know, the Southeast Asian region, how flow-on effects from, you know, one country to the next and their tourism quotas. And like I say, it'd be interesting to see airlines, you know, bring back some of their pricing a little bit. But then again, some of their pricing is also to do with fuel, and that needs to be reeled in. And the only ones that can really do that is the governments. But then again, they make money out of it too. And sometimes they're not looking at the big picture, they're looking at the small picture. South, g'day, mate. Welcome. What else was I going to say? Somebody's going ding dong on the bloody phone, sending me text messages. And I just about know who that is, but anyhow. I don't, I'm guessing, but I can just about guess who that is. Oh, there you go, I was wrong. And another interesting one, Thailand, Bangkok. The 6 people that died, in a hotel, suspected poisoning. Now, either they need a new cook, or they consumed something from outside the hotel, and that was just where they perished. It's an interesting thing. And thanks to Ty Tim for jogging my memory. Today was the celebration, or not you really call it a celebration, the gathering of together of family and friends of the people who perished on MH15, which was shot down. It makes you think about Malaysian Airlines. When one plane gets shot down for straying slightly off course or just bad intel or whatever, and then we've got MH360, wasn't it, that just disappeared off the face of the earth. G'day, Spoon. Welcome along. So there's a bit to talk about a little bit later on, but like I say, we'll get going with the the quiz in a couple of ticks. And I'm sure right throughout, there's plenty of stuff that we can talk about. Don't forget, what is it, 9 days' time, the Olympics start. So that'll take the interest off politicians and some of the crap that's happening in the world. But yeah, so without further delay, the quiz that I did a few weeks ago, and I'm sorry about my due diligence. There's been a bit going on. But yeah, so we're just a short quiz, and questions 1 to 4 are worth 1 point. Questions 5 to 8 are worth 2 points. 9 to 12 are 3 points. 13 and 14 are 4 points. And 1 5-point question. And may the best person win. So with that, I'll ask the first question. And when, like I say, once we get the questions over and done with and get that bit out of the way, I'll open up the panel and we can have a talk about many a thing. Right, so the first question is, who was the Brazilian soccer legend that passed away recently? Robert Mack. Hello, Robert. Welcome, mate. I've been missing out on your stuff because obviously times have been a bit whatever and you've had a bit of bad luck with receptions. But thanks for dropping by anyway. I've only got one answer for that question. And it's a correct answer. Pelé is the correct answer, and that's right, Spoon. So well done, Spoon. One. Steve Perry. All right. Who was a Brazilian soccer legend that passed away recently? Joe Ford, welcome, Joe. Haven't seen you around for a while. Hope you're doing well. Anyhow, Spoon got that one. PLA. Oh, I didn't say it was yesterday, Steve. Don't forget I've been collecting questions for a long time. All right, next question. Jade is usually a shade of what colour? Jade is usually a shade of which colour? What colour? Geez, everybody's onto that one. Everybody's onto that one. Steve, Debs, Joe, Wayne. They're all correct with green. But the first one in was Steve Perrin. Which puts him on 1 point, the same as Spoon. Right, the next question. Yeah, you're a little bit behind times, but you were right. You're right there, Robert. All right, next question. How many degrees are there in a circle? You haven't come full circle, Wayne. Oh, you just did. Wayne just did. He just come full circle. And the correct answer there is 360. And that was Steve Perrin, Spoon, Citizen Deb, Joe Ford. And finally, Wayne. But the first one in was, with the right answer, was Steve Perrin, which takes him to 2 points. Wayne, is that like that English show where they had Jacko? I'll have half. Our next question is a true or false. The letter A is the most common letter in the English language. We've got a little bit of a mixed reaction there. The correct answer is false. And the first one in with an F, which is false, is Citizen Debs. So that puts Debs on 1 point. Spoon's also on 1 point, and Steve Perrin on 2. Now, the next 4 questions are 2 point questions. So here we go with the next one. which is a 2-point question. What band originally performed the song Breakfast at Sweethearts? What band originally performed the song Breakfast at Sweethearts? Is that it, Wayne? Bottle of red for with dinner. Nothing wrong with that. Relax after a day of hard toil. Breakfast at Sweethearts. Actually, Spoon, you do know the group that sang it. And even in Canada, they know that, Spoon. No, it's not the Who, Joe. And Spoon's got no idea. And Robert Mack just retracted his message. And Mr. Clark's come in with Cold Chisel. That's interesting, Mr. Perry. Anyhow, the correct answer would have been Robert Mack, but he retracted his answer. It is correct, Mr. Clark. It's Cold Chisel. Which takes the scoring to Stephen Clark, Stephen Perrin, both on 2, Debs and Spoon on 1. Okay, next one. Next question. What is the name of the cocktail that consists of coconut milk, rum, and pineapple? Yes, that's what I was thinking, Steve. Barry Manilow. I like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. Getting caught in the rain, I don't think so. But the correct answer is pina colada. And the first one down with that one is Spoon, which puts Spoon in front on 3 points. Right. Next question for some of you might be a little bit harder, but who won Who won 2022's Australian Women's Open final. So that's tennis. Nonny, welcome, mate. Welcome. Yeah, it's been a while, Nonny. I've been a bit lackadaisical. And the correct answer for that one, you're right, Robert. It was Ash Barty, but I know what he means, Ash Barty. That's who won it. So that puts Joe on the scoreboard with 2 points. Alongside Steve Perrin and Stephen Clark. And then on 1 point is Debs. And Spoonie is in front on 3. I don't know how old the Williams sisters are, but I think they're both retired now, haven't they? I think they're both retired and went on a pension. But I tell you what, Serena Williams was at the top for a long, long time. Long time. And so was Venus there for quite a while too. Okay, next question. Well, this is really an Australian question, but what's the name of the local MP that has just been made Shadow Minister for Regional Development, Regional Education and Local Government? I don't expect anybody to know that one. I think we'll just cross that one out. Rightio. Right, the next. Yeah, I don't think so. The next 4 questions are 3-point questions. In what year did The Simpsons first appear on television? Was it A, 1987, B, 1989, or C, 1992? Trevor Thailand. Trevor Thailand. Up to you, mate. You don't have to be here. G'day, Az. How you going? Actually, the answer to that political question is actually East National Party. But anyhow, rightio. And the correct answer is 1989, which would be B. And no one's put down, oh yes, Citizens Debs. You got that one? That takes you to 4, Debs. That puts you in the lead. This one might be a bit interesting. What was the name of the Collingwood player that recently stepped down as captain in 2023 season? That's Australian rules or Victorian football. I don't expect anybody to get that one. Yeah, that's it, Debs. Anyhow, for those that care, not that, with Scott Pendlebury, I don't like the team he plays for, but he's a pretty good player, and he actually comes from this part of the world. Right, so we'll go on to the next question. What is the name of the artificial 82-kilometre waterway that connects the Atlantic Ocean with the Pacific Ocean and divides North and South America? No, you're not the only, Pom. Nutter. G'day, mate. Welcome along, mate. Yes, and the correct answer is the Panama Canal. The first one to come in with that is Steve Perrin. And that's a three-point question. So that takes Steve Perrin to the lead on 5, followed by Debs, Spoon, and then Joe Ford. And Clarkey are both on 2. But anyhow, we shall continue on. In the original Home Alone movie, where did Kevin's family go on their vacation where they left him behind? And the correct answer, you may as well have, Joe. Yeah. I think you're right there, Az. I think Spoon's real name is Kevin. Anyhow, the correct answer was Paris. And Spoon got that one. And that being the last of the 3-point questions, we've Spoon's 3 points that he had puts Spoon on 6, which puts him in the lead. Right, the next 2 questions are 4-point questions. So anyhow, who wrote Oliver Twist? Who wrote Oliver Twist? There's no shame in forgetting, Debs. Anyhow, the correct answer for who wrote Oliver Twist was Charles Dickens. And we've got Steve Perrin and Joe Ford with the correct answer. And Robert's still thinking about it, but anyhow. Mark Twain for Spoon, so that's definitely wrong. But the first one in was Steve Perrin, being a 4-point question. So that takes Steve Perrin to 9 points, which puts him in the lead. That's not how you make porridge. Please, sir, can I have some more? Right, the next question. What science deals with the motion of projectiles? What science deals with the motion of projectiles? Yeah, I think physics has got something to do with it, but not quite the right answer there, Debs. Mike Vincent, welcome along, sir. Haven't seen you for a while, Mike. Hope all's going well. And the correct answer is ballistics, which is Spoon. Now let's do some addification. Spoon was on 6 and 4 will take him to 10, which puts Spoonie in the lead. Oh, you woke up for a good reason, Mike. Right, the next question is the last question, and it's worth 5 points. What are the 6 topics in the board game Trivial Pursuit? 1 point for each correct answer. A bonus 2 points for all 6. Well, this is going to take a while, isn't it? You'd be on your about second pot of coffee by now, wouldn't you, Debs? The funny part about it, I never really got into Trivial Pursuit. I think back when Trivial Pursuit actually came out, I think my mind was on the pursuit of happiness and women. Hello, Will. How you doing, mate? Haven't seen you for a while. Quite a while, actually. Work? You're saying dirty words again, Will. Good to see you, Will. Good to see you, mate. Okay, well, we'll class that question as a has been. And on the scores, I'm declaring Spoonie the winner for tonight. Well done, Spoon. And with that, I'm going to put the okay, we've got the yeah, that'd be good, Will. It'd be if you haven't got time, I appreciate you dropping past to say hello. Yeah, I've got to get a little bit more regular. I've had a bit going on myself. That's okay, Debs. As long as everybody had a bit of fun. That's what it's about. But like I say, if anybody wants to come on, they're more than welcome. And if you want to talk about a few of those subjects I threw out earlier on, or one of your own, that's fine. It's all about entertainment. All right, I'll put a song on, and if anybody wants to come in to have a chat, that'll be good. If not, we'll shut it down until next week. And anyhow, I haven't heard this song myself, but here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Yeah, yeah. They getting nervous, I seen it. What I seen, you wouldn't believe it. They say they want it, I need it. Damn. I'm going dumb like I dropped out of class. Get in my lane and I'm going right past. I turn it up, watch me go to the max. You ain't it burst and you know that you last. I thought I told them I'm coming right back. I got a flows like it came from the tap, and I came from my city, this right on my back. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. That's how I shoot. Lately I'm driven like I'm on the road. They in my lane, I got told on the move. Now that I'm popping, got too much to lose. Look at the numbers, got nothing to prove. I'm in the city, just me and my crew. Told me I'm sick and I know that it's true, but I'm still gonna boss like I got a flu.
Yeah, run it up, I told them that I'm coming back. So let me get all of that. Time is now, I'm coming around to get a check. Said I need my taxes back. All the time I'm getting mine to get in line. And it's with no respect that I told them all about the ball, getting chips. Feeling like Kobe Shaq.
Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Yeah. Yeah. Look.
I remember days they used to laugh at me. Used to show them on my record something casually. Used to say it was a passion on my path to be. Then they told me that I couldn't, so I had to be. Tell me what they really think about it now. Used to hate it, but I guarantee they're proud. Had to do it just to show them that I could, yeah. Now I finally think I took it where I should, yeah. Had a jokes on you and now you're out and laughing. I did a whole lot of winning. Look, it came from a passion. I see a whole lot of no ones I could see out in public, and that may think a lot of things, man. At least think something, now you the judge. And now tell me where you ended up. Yeah. Look, I bet it was a simple job. Yeah. Look, I went and took a different route. Yeah. Look, that's why my life is different now. Back in my feelings, look, when I wasn't so gifted and I was learning to do this, and all I heard were the critics, and now I'm playing for that shit. Look, I was way out the basis, but I just needed some talent so I could wait this to greatness. Oh yeah, you ain't never think this, no, no, no. Tell me what I started, homie, whoa, whoa. Now this shit settled, it's go better and better. Always remember, yeah, yeah. I remember days they used to laugh at me. Used to show them on my record something casually. Used to say it was a passion on my path to be. Then they told me that I couldn't, so I had to be. Tell me what they really think about it now. Used to hate it, but I guarantee they're proud. Had to do it just to show them that I could, yeah. Now I finally think I took it where I should, yeah. Had a jokes on you and I'm a record's a joker. Yeah. And look, I don't play no poker. I got a whole lot of girls that used to see on your posters. Yeah. And look, they don't even know you. You don't impress like me. Dress like me. You don't have to confidence like me. Tip and tail like me. I go up and now I do not tread like me. I don't ever play to settle if my checks ain't price. And I've been cooking up with some different stuff. I've been switching up what it giving up. Look, I just wanna grow what it don't shade. Cause I'm just trying to get ahead of human race. You ain't never think this, no, no, no. Tell me what I started, homie, whoa, whoa. Now this shit settled, it's go better and better. always remember, yeah. I remember days they used to laugh at me. Used to show them on my record something casually. Used to say it was a passion on my path to be. Then they told me that I couldn't, so I had to be. Tell me what they really think about it now. Used to hate it, but I guarantee they're proud. Had to do it just to show them that I could, yeah. Now I finally think I took it where I should, yeah.
Fast life, the fast living. They see the ambition, they know I'm past driven. Look, we are not the same, this is not a game. I've been swerving through the city in and out of lanes. Yeah, cause if I see it, then I want it, then you better know I got it. Ain't no options, I'm about to do the damn thing. I'm an outlaw, you can never catch me. I'm in first place, you can never. These are the moments, only got one life. This is your moment, whether wrong or right. You're your own enemy, your own enemy, your own enemy. Yeah. When I fall, I keep running. Feel the pain, but I love it, yeah.
You know I'm built for it, you ain't gotta ask twice.
You ain't by that fast life, 100 on the dash with the cash light. You ain't by that fast life, big dog status with your stash like. You ain't by that fast life, just know 100 duffels at the bag price. You ain't by that fast life, 6 speed, yeah, I'm smashing on the gas. It's a fast life. It's a fast life. Keeping it moving, don't switch up my code. Life full of circles, we out there.
Actually, that was a crap song. Yes, you're right, Wayne. Oh, Will. China's really got to do something to feed the people. That's the real part about it. And I can remember many years ago in the Philippines, I was sitting on the beach in Sarangani Bay, General Santos City, which was the tuna capital of pretty well everywhere. And they'd shut down, because of size and numbers, they'd shut down the local fishing. And trawlers came into the bay. They were Chinese. I don't know how big the Navy is or whatever. They just came in, netted the whole bay, and they were very close to shore, and virtually netted the whole bay. There was no throwback. There was nothing, and just buzzed off. Well, realistically, the Philippine Navy should have blown them out of the water. But that's been China's tactics for quite a while, and they've got away with it for a long time. I don't think that's a very good sustainable practice anywhere, especially when you've got an area that the whole livelihood was based on that fishing season. A lot of the fish did go to China, but why buy it when you can go and steal it? It just shows you their mentality. We're bigger than you, stuff you, Jack. We're all right. Personally, I think it's about time they were taken to task. But is it going to happen? We don't know. But something's got to break sooner or later, and I don't think it's far away. Desperate people do desperate things. Steve Perrin, what about your 15 mil socket? Yeah, well, Debs, you'd have your, you're right there. We used to have a thing down here, the Japanese used to do a bit of whaling for scientific purposes. But that's since ceased. But it's not to say that the Chinese won't try and come in. But if our Navy don't blow them out of the bloody water, why do we bother paying taxes and all this kind of crap? And I think there's about time a lot of people started asking questions instead of throwing money everywhere. One is our countries need to worry about home first, elsewhere second. Breaching borders and things like that's a problem. Here is a big problem because it's a big country, big island. A lot of water to look after, more than we have the capabilities for, and a lot of them know it. Indonesia's a problem. And like I say, they know it. Like I say, desperate people do desperate things. If you want to feed your family, you'll go and do things that you wouldn't normally do. But when it comes to, government run type stuff like the size of China and things like that, that really needs to be taken not with a grain of salt. Now, when you get like the sockeye salmon and things like that, very much a bit of a delicacy. If they're not caught, they're going to die anyway. So, welcome, Mr. Perrin. Welcome, Squire.
Hello, Johnny. How the devil are you?
Oh, I'm terrific, mate. Yourself?
Struggling along. Life's a bit of a battle, but I'm sort of half winning the war.
Well,
go on.
If you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, that's a good thing. It's life. Life has always been a struggle. It's just how much time we thought about things. As we get a bit older, we got a little bit more time, so we think about things a little bit more than when we were younger and everything was hurry, hurry, rush, rush.
Sorry, Johnny. Just as you started talking, my internet went down. I didn't hear anything you said.
I was just saying, as we get older, we have that little bit more time to think about and contemplate things. As when we're younger, life has a lot in store for us, and everything's hurry, hurry, rush, rush.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we get too much time to think about stuff when we're older. But also, look, there's no getting away from it. As you get older, your body isn't quite so healthy as it was when you were younger. And you get to a stage where you wake up in the morning and think, oh, which part of me hurts this morning? And there's no way you get around that.
Well, I think they call that growing old gracefully.
Yeah. But anyway, let's go back to funny things.
Yep.
Does anybody here remember I'm sure everybody remembers Thunderbirds, the cartoon, not the cartoon, the puppeteer thing, Thunderbirds?
I do. I actually watched it the other morning.
Okay. Do you remember a very similar, same from the same producer, Jerry Anderson and Sylvia Anderson, I think, called Joe 90?
I don't remember that one.
All right. It's the weird. Now, I grew up. I don't know why this was recommended to me, but I grew up on Joe 90. He is the same age as I am. I think he's 2 years younger. The cartoon figure. He was 9 years old in this cartoon thing. It wasn't what do you call it? What are they called? Puppeteers, Johnny? Mariottes?
Oh, well, yeah. They were definitely puppets. They were marionettes.
Yeah. Marionettes, that's the word I'm struggling to find, yeah. And it's the weirdest program. I never realised until I started watching it as an old man, because I only ever watched it as a 9-10-year-old boy. What a weird program it was. For anybody that's not seen it, it was a professor who worked out a way to be able to transfer expert brain waves into his son's head so his son could then act as a super spy, super agent.
Hmm.
And as a 9-year-old, great, yeah, somebody's going to make me into the best airplane pilot in the world or the best skier in the world. But if you watch the program, Johnny, it is so weird. Number one, there are no women in it at all.
Oh,
There's not one female character in the whole thing. Nescafe, you're one of the few people here that probably remembers Joe 90. And I bet you've never realised what a weird program it was, because you probably grew up watching it the same as I did and think, oh yeah, this is good. And it is a long story. God, if I was at university now, I'd write 2 books on this, Nescafe. But oh, Johnny, let me just say, it is so weird. Number one, no women characters in it at all. The father, the professor, is a guy who looks, I don't know, 50, 55, white hair. No wife, no idea what happened to the wife, but he's got a 9-year-old boy that he dresses up in the gayest clothes you would ever imagine.
Oh, there's a bloke on YouTube like that.
Oh, it is the weirdest program, Johnny, and I'm amazed nobody has ever done a reveal, a joke on it, because it is just so ridiculous.
I think that's food for thought.
Oh, I could do it. No women in it. The mother's not there. The father dresses them up in very gay clothes, and the father's best mate is a very rough-looking guy who happens to be a spy in this organization called WIN. What's it called? World Intelligence Network. WIN. World Intelligence Network.
What are they any relation to Chaos?
I don't know. Where was Chaos from? Was that Mad?
Maxwell
No.
Smart. Maxwell Smart.
Yeah. Well, no, those programs are not. The weird thing about this show, it just shows you how you can watch things as with all this. I'm getting serious at the moment. All these problems going on with, my child at 10 years old wants to be a girl. He knows she's a girl. All these trans people that, their children understand at 10 years old they're in the wrong body. It just shows you how easily children are manipulated. Because when I was watching Joe 90 at 9 years old, I never saw anything wrong with it. Nothing. It was just a good TV show.
Well, it's
Watching
interesting.
it now as a 60, nearly 70-year-old, it's the weirdest program I ever seen. Absolutely out of this world weird.
Well, it's interesting that you kind of bring that up because I watched a series on Netflix and they had some more stuff come on, and it's a few years old. I just call it entertainment. But at the time, the world kind of went. We've got to recognise this culture, that culture, people's race, colour, creeds, sexual orientations, and all that kind of stuff. You can see it in the show where the focus is on a few things, and even watching just daytime television now, where the equilibrium of the whole lot of it, where a person's a person, forget about race, colour, creed, forget about sexual orientation. That person is that person. It doesn't matter, And that's what I firmly believe. But the ads on the TV where the actors or whatever in those will be black, or they'll be so-called representing a gay paternity, either the male side of it or the female side of it. And I thought to myself, well, what the effing hell's gone wrong with the world? You just can't accept that, they did votes and God knows what, will we accept this, will we not, or whatever, to all of a sudden stuff's getting rammed down our throats. You must accept this. This is this, and that's that. Where in actual fact, that's not the truth. Will kind of said, about when you were talking about Joe 90, about some of the implanting of ideas in heads. He's actually, I'll highlight it. He's actually said it's happening. It's a reality, and it's called education. DWP, welcome.
Hi, DWP.
And that's a real thing. The education system, through politics, not striving for better brain power or anything like that. Politics have got into education, and politics is what's driven education, not the standard of gaining better knowledge or better the ability to make breakthroughs and really fostering a higher education or a higher standard. It's that the education system is basically brainwashing.
Yeah, but I would suggest it always was. Education was really to make you become good citizens, to follow the rules, and
they seem to stuff up. They seem to stuff up a lot lately because not only it's not only this country, but we have a large problem with youth crime now because they say, well, we're not responsible and somebody else is responsible, so we just want to do what we want to do.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the law system comes into it and say, oh, they're underage. You know?
Yeah. It is horrendous. Sorry, my mind drifted off and I was thinking about something else.
I think you're right there. You know, the thing about it is, I'm just looking at the chat. You know, trawler fishing and stuff like that. You know, where the trawlers used to be small, now they're corporate, and you know, the nets and everything's got bigger and bigger. And they have a certain amount of throwback, but all bycatch, which is just thrown over the side dead. You know, that's not the way it's supposed to be. You know,
I know a little bit about cod in the UK. Only a little bit from talking to fishermen, and
you can turn it off if you want, Stephen.
They go for the cold water. So the fish from the Atlantic, you know, covering the UK, all have gone north off the coast of Scotland. Have you found that the same, Debs? Do they follow the cold water where you are? I don't know, Cape Cod. I thought that would be warm water. I'm surprised, but I don't know. I'm just guessing. Do you know, Johnny? Cape Cod, is that hot or cold? Generally.
Well, Cape Cod, that's what, Maine, isn't it? Cape Cod's Maine?
Don't know.
I'm just trying to think. But yeah, that'd be summertime now.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. No, well, obviously, that's exactly what went into my mind. I was thinking, obviously, the fish have been listening to the Bee Gees.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
When the Bee Gees good. There's only one of them left, isn't there? I think just the good-looking one left.
Morris. Well, Morris or Barry?
No. I think Morris is dead.
Barry.
Barry, yeah.
Yeah.
Great Australian band there, Johnny, aren't they?
Yeah, from New Zealand, which are actually Poms.
They're not New Zealand, Johnny.
Well, they came in from England into New Zealand, which was the easiest way for them to get to Australia.
They're from Queensland, actually.
Yeah, but anyhow, at the end of the day, they grew up in Australia. They are Australians. They're Australian citizens, actually.
Yeah. This is the thing, mate. You know, they made their fame. G'day, Stephen. How you going? They made their fame and fortune here, then went overseas, and well, Britain decided to claim them back. You know, they're ours. They're our product. Yeah, fine. That's okay. They also did the same with ACDC. ACDC are from Australia. They even tell their people they're from Australia, but England tries to claim them. Let's move around to Kylie Minogue. Absolutely pinched, and this is terrible. They've taken Kylie Minogue. Kylie Minogue is from Baldwin in Victoria. Do you know that? I've met her before. Let's move around. What about? Hang on, John. This is the one.
Rolf Harris.
He was normal when he left here, John. They did something to him over there.
Yep. he was nailing hides on sheds, and over there he was nailing something else.
He's rough. He was probably watching Joe 90 as well.
Oh, Joe 90. Oh, yeah. We didn't get that over here, Steve. Can't remember watching that one.
Like I say, I not every morning, but
I'm going to start a class action against Jerry Anderson's estate. I think that's given me all the sexual problems I've had in my life.
Well, hang on.
What about me? I sat on Ralph Harris's knee.
Oh, and zig and zag too, I suppose.
I think it was his knee.
Well, look. Next year, we're both in millionaires, Stephen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start it. Look, it does sound like a joke, and honestly, I cannot believe what a weird. I know I'm Lieutenant Nescafe. Yes, I'm repeating myself because it's so bloody weird. No women in the cast. There's not one woman in the cast.
A question for you, Steve.
Yeah.
When you say the producers and that were the Andersons, their daughter wasn't Pamela Anderson, was it?
No. But strangely enough, all the other TV shows like Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, they did One on the Moon, whatever. It was always Jerry Anderson and Sylvia Anderson. This Joe 91 was only Sylvia Anderson.
Oh,
her idea.
Did they get divorced, did they?
No, I don't know. I mean, that would be a fascinating story to find out the story behind Jerry and Sylvia Anderson. I mean, it was brilliant. I mean, Thunderbirds, as a kid, was probably one of my favorite shows.
The technology in that was groundbreaking.
Oh, it was super. And it was all worked out. Thunderbird 1 went about 3 times and went Mach 3. Thunderbird 2 was about Mach 1. It was all worked out. Yeah. So Thunderbird 1 would arrive half an hour before Thunderbird 2, because Thunderbird 2 was just a troop ship. Oh, it was so clever.
You know, the whole part about it is the technology, the technology and you know, for that small island to house, you know, what it did, and the takeoff pad and all the rest of it underneath the swimming pool. That's that.
Oh yeah.
And even the coconut trees bent over out the way so they didn't get singed.
Yeah. Wasn't that cool?
It looked so fake though. It looked like it was a toy or something, but it's actually real. That place actually does exist.
But look, let me ask you a question, and I know the answer. I bet neither of you know what Jerry Anderson or Sylvia Anderson look like.
You're right, because I don't even know who they are.
Well, they're the ones that did. They were the producers, and they were the total creators of Thunderbirds and all of those puppet stuff. Never seen them. I would not have a clue what they look like. But they've got to be multi-millionaires. I mean, they've got to be dead now, because they would have been 40 when I was 10. So they've got to be dead now. But geez, what a story. And yet I've never heard anything about them. I've never heard any back gossip or anything. I will investigate more, gentlemen.
Where was the Thunderbirds and all that? So where was it made? Was it made in America or made in England?
I think England.
Yeah, really.
I
was watching a documentary the other day on how they made the models and stuff, and it was interesting. Yeah, they did all different sizes and really interesting. Well, on Thunderbirds,
I haven't hit the button yet, but I'm going to guess it was Pinewood Studios.
Right.
I'm close. It was filmed at somewhere called APF Studios on the Slough Trading Estate. Slough is on the outskirts of London, near Heathrow.
All right. Oh, okay.
Along the M4. So Slough is considered a really boring city. Oh,
is it?
Town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
it's an industrial town.
Stephen, all the shit was on TV when we were growing up as kids, and all of a sudden this Thunderbirds came along, and it's what is it called? Special effects like never before, and you sit down as a little kid, and sit cross-legged watching. You sitting in front of the TV watching it, and all these things exploding, and these models going across it. It was just another fucking world in my days. Get into that sort of stuff. But look at it now, fuck, whoa.
It's even I can remember. Hold on, let me just. I can remember it was just when we got colour TV as well.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and, same in Australia. Same here. We just got colour TV when that came along.
And so you'd seen black and white, and suddenly,
yes,
you saw this. Let me just take a. No, I won't. I can't copy it. But it was brilliant.
I just wanted to meet a girl like Lady Penelope.
Oh, what about Parker? What about Parker?
I'm not fucking gay, John. You can have him.
No, I'm just saying. What about Parker? Yes, my lady.
Oh yeah. He was good.
Parker was no fool.
No, he's quite.
Parker was a good London guy, bit of a Cockney.
Yeah.
Nobody was messed with Parker.
It was great days, and it was a great series.
And Lady Penelope was voiced by what name have I just been saying? The girl in it.
You know,
Sylvia Anderson.
Oh, really? Was it? Okay.
That was her. Yeah.
Very interesting that they made, UFO. Was that?
That's right, John. That's right. Yep. UFO.
Stingray
was one. Yeah. Stingray. Yeah. Remember that one. What else we got?
Space 1999.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Puppeteers, was it? That wasn't Puppeteers.
Yeah. No, but Space 1999 was the same
That was a
game.
good show, actually.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay.
The women of UFO.
Women of what? You making this shit up or what?
No. I've done a bit of research on it.
Yeah. What I didn't another one I used to like, Steve. I don't know if you got it over there. Was Voice at the Bottom of the Sea.
Oh yeah. I can even tell you that was Stephen. That is so old. I used to watch that with my grandmother.
Yeah,
Voice at the Bottom of the Sea was Richard Basehart.
Yeah, I've got the model out in the garage. Would you believe that's how sick I am?
Richard Basehart was the leader of it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
It was a super submarine. And
I've got a model of it in my garage, Steve. I've got a model of it, an airfix model.
You're not joking, are you?
6 foot long. No,
You're not joking.
6 foot long. No. No, I got all. I bought. I can't remember what I paid for it, and I got it all. I was getting all the lights put inside it and all the fucking controls and shit, and I was going to make it dive down and do the propeller. So I used to have a big swimming pool in one of the houses I had.
No, you got to be joking now.
I've got it. I'm serious.
Right. I want to see No, you haven't. I don't believe that.
I'm not. No, mate. I'll walk out in the garage during the day. We're not walking out there now. It's about fucking 2 degrees. And I've got a big property, mate. It's down the end. No, I've got it, mate. I've got it. Yeah.
No, you haven't. Nobody has a 9 foot.
Yeah. No, it's not 9. It's
Nobody has. Look,
it's about.
Stephen, if you have it, you've got to do a blog on it. Christ, that was the most viral blog ever.
I'll tell you, half built, mate. Looks like shit.
You haven't got it.
I've got it.
No, if you have got it, then let's renovate it. Johnny will come round. I'll come round. We'll paint it. We'll get it working.
I'm not digging a swimming pool, though.
No, I was getting all ready for the swimming pool, John.
Coconut trees and bend back.
Yeah. So I half built it and I put it back in the box when I sold the house and stuff, and I didn't get back to doing it. So it's in the garage anyway.
Well,
it is about 4 foot, Steve. I think it's about 4 foot long.
During this kind of weather, it's perfect for building models.
Yeah, I should get back. Oh, fucking mate! I had you know the Yamato, the last battleship, the biggest. I got the big model of that. That's about 5 foot, I think. And I got it from America and stuff. And when I was doing conventions over in America, I sent all my these over there, and I got one guy to bring back all the bits to it in the model, and buy all the extra bits. And he came back and said, "Oh, next time you want a fridge or something, I can bring back for you." Oh fuck! I got it. I spent fucking thousands on this fucking thing, John. Laser fucking what do you call it? Decking and shit like that, and wood decking, and I fucking sold the fucking thing when I sold my house. Didn't even put it together. I spent a fucking fortune on it. But I was daydreaming the other day, kids. I was looking at the Bismarck. They got the Bismarck in 200 scale. That's about a 4 footer too. I don't know. I might get that one. It's about $250.
The Battle of the Bismarck.
Yeah.
And then there'll be the Battle of the Lounge Room, putting it together.
No, that's not a problem, Joe. It's just where to fucking put it, and then you got the dust on it. So you got to put it in better to put it in a case, like a glass case, and then fuck it.
Yeah.
It is quite strange because I've gone through exactly the same things that you're talking about, Stephen.
Yeah.
Identical. In when you retire, when you retire, and you've got sufficient funds to be sort of comfortable, you tend to end up doing the things that you didn't have enough money to do when you were a kid. I bought. Okay, I'll talk about myself. The knowledge. I mean, I love the idea of building remote aeroplanes. Couldn't do it when I was a kid, now the money. But as soon as I retired, I didn't build remote control. I used to build balsa wood aeroplanes. God, it's so much fun.
Yeah. The little petrol motor.
Yeah. Well, no, I even had. I wasn't even as good as that, Steve. I only had the elastic band. But
remember the one? Do you remember the one they had on wire? It used to go in a circle. You stand there holding it, and you fire it up with it. You'd remember it, John. And the petrol motor, and it just go around in circles, and you'd follow it around with the wire and shit. Fuck, it was useless. My brother used to have one. He was just fucking spinning around for half an hour. I mean, that was fucking crazy, that thing. Well, then they brought out the remote control shit, I suppose.
I had the same. I had a remote control airplane. It wasn't remote control. It was just an engine on an airplane stuck to 2 wires. They just went round in a circle.
Yeah, that's the one.
The control line. Yeah, I used to get into that. The control line
watching my brother go, fucking, you can feel a bit dizzy there, are you?
Stephen.
Hey, let's have fun and go the other
way. But the smell of it and the engine starting up, and you had to go through a procedure to start the engine. I can't remember what you had to do, but.
Hey, Steve, don't forget the scud knuckles.
Wasn't it fun? God, wasn't it fun?
The diesel motors.
I was thinking stuck at my brother. He was like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Yeah, but
He'd
the
be sitting there for fucking hours doing this shit, John. Yeah, fucking crazy.
the diesel motors, you know, the ones with the glow plugs, you know, you had a bit of an idea with them, but the diesel ones, you know, you had to set your compression and all, get everything right for them to fire, but they'd kick back and you know, you virtually needed metal straps on your fingers when you were trying to pop start them.
Yeah.
I
was going to buy one a couple of years ago. Banana King's into it, right? And I was talking to Banana King about it, and I nearly bought one. He ended up buying one, of course, there. But yeah, they're probably the remote control one now, and they've got the battery ones as well. Yeah, you charge them up, and away you go.
Yeah,
I know.
Well, actually, like when a young bloke going to school, we used to have a little model aero club and shit like that. And one of the blokes, you know, he used to love making his planes and all the rest of it. Anyhow, one day he was just out control line plane, and he was flying it. And he got a bit dizzy or whatever, and he ended up flying it into power lines. He lost an arm out of that.
Ooh, not good.
Yeah, you know, I still see him around, and I said, "You haven't got back into the model aeroplanes?" And he said, "No, I don't think so." Because he got a hook on him.
Johnny, sorry, mate. Johnny, I was half listening. How did he lose his arm?
Flew a model aeroplane, which was control line aeroplane, into the power lines, electricity lines.
Yeah, but how did he lose his arm? The aeroplane would have been a long way away from him.
Well, don't forget you got wire control lines.
Yeah. It was the same as Stephen and I were talking about, round in a circle. Okay, got you.
Because he got a little bit dizzy or whatever, or lost his concentration and up into the lines, and bang.
Right.
You look at some of them now, you know, guys. They're quite big planes. They've got the battery ones now, and you fly. What if you're up there and fucking down it comes and hits someone on the fucking head?
Well, that's another point. You know what? The public liability.
I know restrictions on the drones now. I've got a drone here, but I don't use it. You know, you can't fly them here, you can't fly them there, but you can fly them in parks as long as you're not on the. You know, this is fucking nuts. You can fly them in a park, John, as long as you're not on the park property. Okay, so what you do is you go to the park and you've got to stay on the side of the road, but you can fly all over the fucking thing. So you can't see what you're doing, and you can crash it quite easily that way. But if you're on the property, you can't crash it because you can see what you're fucking doing, and you can see where all the people are. Fucking idiots.
You know, even like here, the local recreation area and stuff like that, there was a few blokes that had model aeroplanes, and I think they were battery operated. And they'd take them out and, you know, just a bit of enjoyment and play with their planes, you know. And they shut them down. They come up with the public liability on this, that, God knows what. And I thought, well, you bastards don't own the park. You think you do, but you don't. It was given to the people. you know. They're not the people.
If you're in the park flying a plane, John, and it's coming down, it looks like it's going to come close to a person. Look out! It's yellow. But I mean, if you're not on the fucking property, but you're allowed to fly the fucking plane over it, you can't say that. So it just slices their fucking head off, I guess. Nice haircut.
You know, look. Put it this way: we're in an era of responsibility, but no one's responsible. So all the government's done is just close everything down. So, you know, they've turned into the fun police. If you're having fun, you can't do that. Yeah. Stop smiling. It's illegal. Yeah. It makes you wonder. And it's not only this country. It's bloody near every one of them. Except for, oh well,
Never mind.
other countries.
So
that they
who got murdered in Thailand in the or died in the hotel room? 6 of them, 5 of them, wasn't it?
6 of them. 6 of them.
6. They find
Yeah,
out what happened?
They were found dead, and there's been nothing come back out of it yet. But are they going to blame Are they going to blame the cook, or was it something they ingested from somewhere else, or
Sounds like magic mushrooms or something.
was there foul play?
Were they Thai?
We'll never know. We'll never know the
latest news I said was it was poison tea.
Poison tea.
Yeah.
I remember a song about poison ivy.
I confess, when I first read the story, I thought it was going to be six men, but they've shown the photos now on the internet, and it's 3 men, 3 women. And there's lots of people saying, "Oh, it's a cult." But I love how the greater story was. It looked like one of the guys tried to make it to the door, but didn't make it. So it's a really good poison.
Have to get some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a poison to act that quick. Like that's cyanide. That's cyanide type.
Fucking heavy shit.
Just while you say that, Steve, can I just say this before I forget? There's another great story, came a little bit after that, which was a guy who's killed his wife. The reason for killing his wife is that she didn't bathe for 2 days.
Oh.
And he's going to, and I think, well, seems quite reasonable to me. Why didn't have a? From the jury, he's walking. Anyway, sorry. I knew if I didn't say it, I'd forget. But no, come on. We're in a hot country. You don't wash. I think it's perfectly acceptable for your husband to beat you over the head with a baseball bat.
Yeah. I agree there.
Well, like there is a saying, a fox doesn't smell its own scent.
Yeah. Well, look, we're mentioning no names. The number of live streamers I see on here who appear not to change their T-shirts for 3 days beggars belief. I don't think they realise how bad they smell. You're
going to tell me
it's exactly what you're saying, Johnny. Let me give you an analogy. It's rather like when people were in submarines, World War II. It was horrible when you first went into it, but after a little while, you got used to all the smells because your nose is very clever at ignoring smells. Smells that you smell all the time, it ignores. I was only looking for new smells. Your brain's only looking for new smells. And the worst thing was you went up onto the what's it called, Johnny? The top bit, the turret.
Yeah.
You went up there for fresh air, then came down and smelt how horrible it was down below. The same with this. We all smell pretty bad.
No,
we didn't notice it. No, Johnny, you do. And look, the worst thing about you'll meet all these Thai women. Cheap Charlie is the worst part. He says all these women smell of pepper or vinegar or chili or whatever. Of course they do, because you smell of what you eat.
That's right.
So everybody here, we have so many dairy products. All of us smell of gone off cheese, gone off dairy products, gone off milk.
The word.
Compared to Thais, we smell horrendously bad.
Yep.
Well, Anyhow,
we smell like shit to them.
Yeah.
That's why they want us to shower all the time. They first when you come over, well, you don't, Stephen, but when you come over there, all the first thing they do is clean your fucking fingernails to like whatever.
Yeah.
Then they do your fucking toes and and go and have a stand and get scrub your back and okay.
Yeah.
and a disinfectant, you go to the concentration camp and get disinfectant.
You got to change your clothes fucking twice a fucking day. Yeah, sorry, go on.
We three understand it. Most people have no idea what we're talking about. They think, well, no, I'm clean. No, you're not. You're eating shit food. You're smelling bad. And that is why I guarantee I can walk into any bar and get a better girl than all these idiots can. They're all fucking idiots. Got no fucking idea.
Because we eat a lot of steaks and shit, Stephen, and we're virtually fucking eating meat all the fucking time, and you smell like shit. It's not an unpleasant smell. It smells like fucking shit to them.
Yeah.
And you go over
Stephen,
there and they smell like ginger. What's that? Sorry,
and Stephen, that's no exaggeration. To them, it is shit.
Yes, that's right.
The smell of beef is absolute shit.
When I went to Fiji, Steve, we went into a place there. All you could smell on the people coming through their fucking skin was fucking curry.
Yeah.
But so what? We're eating meat. It was just shit coming through our skin, like Kentucky Fried. You eat a Kentucky Fried Chicken and smell your fucking skin the next day. It smells like fucking shit.
Can I just answer Nescafe, my favourite man on here? Nescafe, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. It comes down to what you take into your body. And most Europeans or Australians take in far too much dairy products. Stephen's added beef into it. You can't stop that. You can do your best, but nah.
The one thing about it is,
and I'll just finish. I understand if people can't do the right thing and make them smell, but I get angry with people who just say, no, I can not have a shower for 3 days and I'll be okay. Whereas you should be saying, look, I'm in a shower 3 times a day. I'm still going to be smelling bad, but at least I'm trying, rather than I'll have a shower every 3rd day because perfume and fresh linen clothes. Nescafe, you're cleverer than that, mate. Come on, you know where I'm going. You know where Stephen's going.
Well, it's easy. It's easier to have fresh clothes because, you can take off the clothes you're wearing, go to the sink wash the bloody things, hang them out in the balcony, and it's the next morning. Everything's job's right. I've done that. Before too.
Nescafe, have a read of that, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cinnamon rolls. Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
As our favourite man, Gaz of Sweden, would say, that's the best line tonight.
Well,
my bowel movements smell like fresh cinnamon rolls. Wow.
Well, the thing is, I'm not a fan of cinnamon rolls.
All right, next question, Mr. Parent. Why do Thai women go into fits? Oh, he's gone. Oh, he got it. Why do Thai women go into fits of laughter when you fart? They think it's hilarious.
Oh, look, g'day, Graham. How you doing?
G'day, Graham.
Now, I haven't experienced that myself. Because I actually like the silent, the deadly ones myself.
That's nasty. That's just nasty.
Right. Sorry, I was trying to close.
I knew you kicked yourself off.
Yeah. Nobody did it. I did myself. The last thing I heard, Stephen, was Mr. Perrin. I have a question for you. Intrigued. What was the question?
Why do women go into fits of laughter when you fart?
Say again.
Why do Thai women go into fits of laughter when you fart?
No, I never had that. I've had with both of my wives. I'm opening up too much now, but I'm an honest man. Both of my wives always start off like this. I don't fart. I don't do it. When I get to know them more, they do it for fun.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
The golden rule when you get over 60 is, over 50 actually, is don't fart outside. Because sometimes it's not a fart.
I think the funniest one I ever did, I said to my mother-in-law, I said, pull my finger. And she said, what do I want to pull your finger? I said, pull my finger. Yeah. Let one go. And a big grin and a giggle. And, all right, that's all right. I think the next day I said, here, pull me finger. And she'd go away, you dirty bastard.
Yeah, pull me finger. Yeah. That's an old one, that one.
Yeah, you got to have a bit.
I think that's from World War II. My dad used to do it all the time. He used to fart. You broke it. Yeah.
What's happened with my camera? What am I doing wrong here?
I don't know.
You've got it turned off.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, now you've got your Sookie Bear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Sookie Bear and Leo. Leo bloody.
Oh.
Yeah. You got your logo up. Yeah, that's all right.
Cool.
What else we got? The Philippines. This guy went into a hotel and murdered 3 people in there. One was an Australian citizen. The other one was a Filipino living in Australia. And the other one was her sister. And killed them. Now, apparently it was from... He was trying to get back at the resort for firing him. He was a pool cleaner. It was not related. It's fucking nasty.
Well, the whole thing about it is...
I've got a call, John. I'll just mute myself.
Yeah. Yeah, please do, mate. I know what your calls are like. Yeah, that was an interesting. Tagaytay is actually somewhat a bit of a touristy area, and you can see from the establishment that it wasn't a peanut type gallery. But yeah, just to go and kill somebody on it, to get back at a hotel. I actually doubt that that's the truth. I think there was more to it than just that. In realism.
I've never seen any of this, Graham. No. I mean, I've taught my granddaughter the pull my finger, but I've never seen anybody joke about it. I've just missed that part of the world, Graham. Have you? You've seen it. Yeah, I've never seen anybody laugh at farts. I laugh at farts more in Thailand than the Thais do. Let's put it that way.
It's a natural bodily function.
Yeah, which is very funny.
Not necessarily. Sometimes they do stink. and that's not funny. If you're the one that, kind of...
okay, let me pass this by you. I think it's a thing that levels us all up at. In that whether you're the queen or a pauper, you're still farting. You're still making stupid noises. You're still just 1% above a monkey. And I think that's what is funny about it. It's just, look, okay, I'm doing a multi-million-pound deal, but I've just shit my pants because I'm farted. I'm a monkey. That's why I think it's funny. I think it's a great leveler.
Well, look, the thing about it is, put it this way: if you're down the pub with your mates, you let one rip and say, "Suck on that, you pricks," you know. But if you're in mixed company or whatever at a different venues, you kind of might just ease it out.
Yep.
You know,
or push your bum cheeks into the chair.
You know, personally, I don't, you know, I'm not saying I don't fart, but it all depends on
what are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm not saying I don't fart. I'm just saying I'm more aware of, you know, people. You know, I might head off to a different, go and have a look at a fish pond and, you know, let it rip.
Yeah.
That's it, Graham. You know.
No, don't misunderstand me. When I was working and when I was doing something, now I haven't worried about farting for 35 years. I've never thought about it. I've just farted when I wanted to.
Well, you know, the one thing about it, the old question is, why do farts smell? And it's for the benefit of those that didn't hear it.
All right, Graham's back in the chat. Perhaps women laughing at fires is a common thing throughout Saturday. Filipinos laugh. Oh, yeah, I don't know Filipinos, Graham.
Well, the thing is...
My God, often remarks, oh my God, that smell is imported.
the thing is, Graham, obviously you've never given her a Dutch oven. Do you know what a Dutch oven is, Steve?
No idea.
Oh my God!
It's when you pull the blankets over their head and fart in bed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not that nasty.
That's not nasty. That's not nasty. That's playing. They play. They giggle all the way. Let me up.
And it is funny. There's many YouTubers have done it, and it is hysterically funny.
But caring, sharing.
No, my worst is the thumb thing. Pull my finger. That is so good for me. That's like you contributing to my smell. You're pulling the trigger. I love that. That's all I need.
That way you
know what I used to do to people sometimes.
Elsewhere.
You go to a pub, right? You got this bit of loud mouth in there. You go to them, open your mouth for a minute. When they open it up, why? I can't see. And they rub it around. Let go of a fart. Love doing that one. Shuts them up for a while.
No, Stephen. Normally, I would say, Karen, you spoke so quickly, I missed the joke, mate. Do it again.
Yeah. What?
You spoke so quickly, or I'm so dumb, I missed the joke.
No! When you meet a person who would giving you the shits or something, you just say to them, "Open your mouth. What do you got in your mouth there? Open your mouth." And they open their mouth up wide, and then you fart. All right. Yeah.
Got it? You're farting about 4 foot away from the mouth, maybe 3 foot. That doesn't work.
Yeah, but it's the thought that counts.
All right.
It's supposedly that they've got their mouth open so that the farts come out of their mouth.
Well, no, I could change that. I'll go right. Okay, hold on. Take a deep breath. That would be better, surely.
Yeah, quite often they won't do the easiest ones. Just open your. What do you got in your mouth there? What's that?
No, I'm going with finger. I'm going with finger.
You're better off. You're better off with the group that you don't particularly like, and just go and linger around and drop a silent but deadly one, and then just
you're nasty.
walk off, and circle around and watch the action, the reaction to your action, while they're all looking at each other, blaming each other.
Gentlemen, you make me feel so good about my bodily functions. I never worry about farting at all.
It just depends how it ends, Steve.
Yeah. No, always ends good.
Well, long as long as there's no follow through. It's like I've always said, you should never take a suppository.
But that's never a problem, Johnny, because I've always got 2 pairs of underpants.
Ah, okay. One
for us that don't wear underpants, it's pretty dangerous.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't think of that.
Well, not really, but the whole part about it is farting is a normal bodily function. It happens to everyone, even though some women will say, "I don't fart."
Yeah,
I don't do that. Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's when you say, "Well, your breath don't smell that fucking bad all the time." Hey. Anyhow, how did we get on this subject, Mr. Perrin?
I don't know. It wasn't me. Let's get on to a better subject. Almost a civil war in America 3 days ago.
Well, I did comment just slightly on the shooting event. Oh shit! Yeah, Graham.
Hello, Graham.
Yeah, the shooting event. I'll be honest with you. When I first saw it on the news, I thought, I wonder if Donnie's got somebody out with a cap gun, just to, elevate his status or something like that. And then I went kind of, whoa, fuck, this is real. It's not a play story. But it's pretty.
And the sound of the bullets did sound very weak, didn't they? They sounded like a cap gun. I know they weren't. I'm not, but it didn't. It sounded like nick. It was a bit horrible.
Well, like the speculation, it was this kind of gun, it was that, it was whatever. Let's face it, media make up their own stories. The real part about it, it was a shit shot. But but the thing is, at the end of the day, he killed one person and seriously hurt another couple.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that wasn't one bullet. So he let more than one go. Was he mentally disturbed? I don't know. Did he have a conviction? Obviously. When we get told about what we should accept and not accept in this day and age, that shouldn't have happened. Admittedly, America has a very bad history for political shootings. and that realistically shouldn't be the be all and end all of it. It should be at the polling booth.
I think what's pissing everybody off, Johnny, or what concerning everybody is I have no security knowledge whatsoever. But if I looked at where it was, I would say, well, we can't have a roof here that's not secure. That's only 125 meters away from the president. It all looks so pathetically bad.
Well, you know, the thing is, the whole lot of it's full of, you know, holes. You know, how did he get there? Well, it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
People didn't do their jobs.
But it's even worse than that, Johnny, because you've got for 15, I'm exaggerating, 10 minutes, you've got people shouting at the police saying, look, there's somebody on the roof there with a gun. And nobody does anything.
Yeah, you can see that those, when you see the right clip, you know, which is all shown in bits and pieces, there's people in the crowd pointing to the roof, yeah. And they say, no, well, no, it's not my job.
It is ridiculous. Now, I actually don't think it's conspiracy. I don't think they wanted Trump to die. All those coppers, and I just think because they're employing people now that aren't, you know, are just the right colour and the right political beliefs and the right sex, that they don't look at these things the same way. Look, Johnny, if you and I were there, we're not security experts. Somebody says he's on the roof. Right. I'd go and check it out. I wouldn't. Oh, fuck.
Well,
and all of us would here.
They had their sharpshooter on a different roof. You know, if you saw some action or anything like that, you'd radio him and say, "Take a look over there." And he could have a look. Yep.
Yeah. The
suspect there. And he could quite easily remove that potential problem.
Yeah. You know what I heard today? They argued that now, because they're so woke, the Secret Service and all these, they can't act until the perpetrator acts first. So, in effect, they're saying, we have to wait till he shoots before we shoot him. Otherwise, we can be accused.
That's crazy. If you're going to bring a gun to anywhere near a convention of any description, you should be told that if you bring that gun into and take it out of its container or whatever it's in, you're going to be shot in the head. And put it to you that way. Put it to them that way, I mean. If you come anywhere near a speech or anything with a gun, you're going to get shot in the head. Easy. Job fixed. So the person's actually, there'll be no victims because you already know that if you pull out a gun, you're going to get shot in the head.
Well, you know, it's never worried any of the other shooters over the years. But the real thing about it is, his father's gun. Well, you can put it back to, why wasn't that gun secured? So you put it back to the parent.
120 people a day die in America from gunshots. Did you know that? A day.
Oh, because they walked in the wrong spot.
Well, yeah.
But you know, look, the whole thing about it is having guns against not having guns. I don't think there's a lot of difference. You know, like the youth crime in this country and all the rest of it. If a lot of people had guns, the youth crime would be either a lot more severe, but it'd be a hell of a lot less. Because, you know, if you could actually protect your property like you're supposed to be able to, that the woke laws won't let you. Oh, if they break into your house, just call the police and we'll get there when we want. But, you know, don't offer any resistance and all this kind. Yeah, well, it's not your shit and it's not your house. So, you know, get fucked copper. If, like I say, my house, you try that. Well, I don't really give a damn. But they'll never forget the encounter.
There's people for guns and people against guns.
I've been around them all my life.
Yeah, well, guns are for farms and for shooting animals, but a gun in a city, what do you want a gun in a city for? To defend your house? Okay, you defend your house, John. So look, this guy's got a fucking gun. Well, let's bring our fucking bazooka with it. So you end up with the perpetrators with guns and the defenders with guns. Then you have a shootout. So
yeah,
I don't know whether it's a win-win situation or a fucking stupidity.
Yeah,
120 people being killed by guns a day. That's a fucking hell of a lot.
Yeah, well, I suppose if you look at the statistic, you got to look at the scenario too. In honesty,
I don't believe that guns should be.
What are you doing? What's South's on about? He's finally nailed a channel name. Oh, well, please share.
Hold on, let me. I'm not muted. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's a bloody great name. Cam,
Which one?
as in camera life. He's a streamer doing camera stuff. Cam, as in Cambodia life. Brilliant name.
So what are you going to call it? Cam? Oh yeah, Cam Life.
No, he's called it Cam Life. Look, no, you have to give credit where credit is due. It's a brilliant name. He's had hundreds of them, and I confess I've missed 80% of his streams because he changes to a different name. I can't find him. I don't know where he is. And I try to find him. I hunt him down to get a bit of sense, but nah.
Cam,
and he can't lose this now. He can never lose Cam Life. So we know where you are now, South. See, the point is now we still all call him South, even
That's
though
right.
he now wants to be Cam Life. You're always still going to be South. Yeah.
Yep.
Life is just so hard.
Well, there's only one. There's one reason I kind of think of the Cam thing,
Right.
and that's because of a YouTube person that really poisoned YouTube and a lot of stuff. Yeah. But then again, he fucked up coffee, so what the hell?
Well, look, we could be talking about the two totally different people, Johnny.
Oh, we
But
definitely.
if we are talking about, so yeah, he's the fucking weirdest guy I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
well, not you. You're thinking of the same one I did.
Yeah.
Anyhow, South, she'll be right, mate. We know you're a South, so we'll just call you South. Could you?
Look, Cam Life. Is that a play on words, Cam Life? You're saying lump? I thought you had a big fight with a lump. No, hold on. Oh, wow. Hold on. Wait, let me just mute this, DD.
Oh.
Mr. Perrin getting his orders for the night.
Yeah.
No, not all. It's just they're all it's bedtime here in Thailand. They're all going to bed and say good night and shouting at me. It's all right. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I haven't seen. Oh, I saw Lump. Oh, probably last week or whatever.
Wasn't he on here? He was on here before, wasn't he, John?
No, he wasn't.
I saw him fucking somewhere too.
Well, I hadn't seen him around for a while. Hadn't seen Lump around for a while.
He's a
Not
good
just
guy.
trying. I
No,
don't.
so many people have dropped off now. A lot of people have just disappeared. They're just
Well,
probably due
it's
to the shit going on.
it is. It's because of the very small percentage of fucktards, and their carry on, just attacking anybody and everybody, and just being fucktards because they think they're smart. Well, they're not. The whole part about it is they're dumber than dog shit. I've got no time for it. I'm not even interested in even mentioning their names to give them any airtime. The whole part about it is, yeah, I'd love to meet up with the fucking idiots in real life. I'm sure things would be a lot different because, you can be 10 foot tall and bulletproof on behind a computer keyboard.
Yeah, a lot of them are like that, John. It's just, I've said it. Well, I've said it many, many times. They've gone through life being picked on, and all of a sudden, everybody's the same on the internet. Everybody's 10 foot tall. Everybody. You used to be 2 foot tall, 3 foot tall. Now you're 10 foot tall. So, and you can make all the threats you like. No one's going to do anything about it. No one can find you because you're incognito.
Well,
it's fucking bad.
That's what some people think, but they seem to get found eventually.
Yeah, they do. Yep, they do eventually. They make little mistakes. Yep.
There was a song, reach out and touch somebody.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah, I know the one. Yeah. I just couldn't be fucking bothered. Look, this is YouTube, John, and as far as I'm concerned, the shit stays on YouTube. I mean, I've met some wonderful people. As you know, I've been to Thailand, so have you, and met some great people over there. And then we've all met on here. But a lot of the other fucking fuckheads, I wouldn't even fucking bother with. I really don't want to fucking meet them. I'm not interested in talking to them. They can go fuck themselves. They're just fucking shitheads.
As you know, I've met a lot of people.
Fucking it for everybody.
And a lot of them were pretty decent people.
I haven't met anybody I disliked, John, because the simple reason is, I know if I think you're a shithead, I'm not going to meet you.
Well, I think that's pretty well, across the board. But like I don't run around the countryside, meeting up with people that I don't like or haven't got a bit of respect for or I haven't got a bit of an idea about.
out there, it really is.
Yeah, you're right there, Graham. But the whole part about it is, I think a lot of it goes back
Not bad,
to,
though. I like that one.
you know,
Yeah, I do. Hold on. Am I muted or can you hear me?
I can hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Fuck me, Graham. That's perfect. Absolutely right.
Well,
Yeah.
you are right there, Graham. But some people, realistically, to continue to talk about the idiots and exasperate the crap, I think they really need to get a fucking life, and that's the real part about it. You know, YouTube can be fun. It can be enjoyable. It can also be.
Absolutely. The fact we can talk to people from all over the world.
Yeah. Exactly.
In different countries, different climates. They're all going through different climate changes and whatever. It's so interesting.
You know, like
why do these cunts try to bring it down to, I want to show a photo of your mother, or I want to show a photo of you and your wife. So
Steve, I noticed the other day I had a fight with this fucking idiot, right? I don't usually indulge in. The first thing he did was pick on a part of my family. The second thing he does is pick on my appearance. They go for whether you've got a big nose or whatever you got. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, obviously, but I look at this fucking. I said, "You fucking dirty cunt." And he went straight for the fucking throat, straight for the jugular, went straight for fucking family, went straight for personal looks and shit like that. Did you call that bantering? Is that bantering? Is that having fun with someone, or is that what you should be doing on the panel?
No, I don't understand why people think that is.
I was really drunk, Steve. But if I ever come across that cunt fucking sober, I will tear fucking shreds off the cunt. I'll keep going to him, and I'll follow him around and keep fucking doing it. Fucking idiots out there. Seriously, who the fuck they think they fucking are?
Because they
Fucking
go
dickhead.
for the lowest denominator. They go for the things we all support. We all hate you going for. You go for my family. I've got to fight. If you say I'm a skinny old man, no problem. I am a skinny old man. But if you start attacking my family or things I've done or said, then that's totally different. You can't do that.
I just fucking laughed at the cunt. I knew it was all going to come. I've actually never spoken to him before. I knew it was all going to. I just fucking laughed at him. Fucking what next? Come on, you fucking idiot! Oh, fucking stupid.
Little boys really. I mean,
you've done really well over the last year or so. You've not reacted at all. I tend to react. I haven't been. This is the first time I've been on panel for about 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I just couldn't be fucking bothered, Steve, because no matter what you do, they will be back tomorrow.
I took my lesson from you because when we had that chat, when we were sitting in a friend of ours' garden, you said, I just don't watch anymore. And I didn't do it deliberately, but because of other stuff, I've watched maybe 10% of what I used to watch.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Look, they're all cowards. They're all idiots.
Look, I used to go on a lot of panels, Stephen. I used to go, but I only go on probably this one and sometimes Downs when it comes on. But the rest of them are just infested by shitheads. Seriously, they're just fucking idiots. And I don't want to go onto a panel and talk, baby talk. I really don't want to do it. I'd rather sit here and talk about farts and things like that. It's much more entertaining.
Yeah.
Just joking. But, There's fucking shit going on these fucking panels now. Yum, yum, yum. Fucking, oh, what's the matter? Did you lose your blanket, did you? Oh, fuck me. Dead thumb-sucking fucking idiots. Then I think they're great because they fucking pick on your family or your fucking appearance. I don't know, whatever. I think it's fucking hilarious, fucking stupid cunts.
Stephen, it's a very gay thing.
Look at those ones.
Stephen, it's a very gay thing to do. It's having power as a man over another man.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what Capio and Stu D and all these cunts are trying to do. They're trying to have power over another man, which is ridiculously gay. What they really want to see is a gimp man that they can fuck.
Yeah.
And they are so weird, so involved in this, they can't just have a normal conversation and chat like you and I do. Stephen, you've taken a piss out of me hundreds of times. Oh, 10 times. I take the piss out of you. It's a laugh. It's a joke. I never want to see you embarrassed. I never want to see you smaller than you are. I never want you to be in any way lower than you are in real life. And I feel that everyone, even cunts like Kathy, I'd never try to pull them down. Fuck it. Fucking idiots.
I've never watched him. That's the honest truth. I did watch him one time for a little bit.
Who are you talking about? Stu D or
that Capio? I've never watched today. That Capio guy. I watched it, and he was talking about Tyler, and then some other people came on. He started talking not nice about people. I left it, but he's got the potential to do better. But he just I don't know. I really don't know the guy. I don't watch him. And
I couldn't agree more.
I've never watched QD.
He has the potential.
I don't care. Yeah,
he has the potential to have a really good streak.
Yeah. Well, you can say the same about Greg Bender. Greg Bender had probably the most potential of anybody.
Yeah.
Look what he does. He preferred to get up there and get up there quick.
Capio. I think Greg Bender had a bit more, was more charismatic, was funnier, was just a nicer man. But yeah, look, I don't like Capio, but yeah, of course.
All right.
In the right situation, he could have a great channel. Put a bit of effort into it.
Yeah.
I
don't really.
It's not easy. If Greg Bender couldn't do it, Greg Bender was quite good. Twitchy was pretty good at what he did.
He was quite clever,
can't do it, if he can't do it, there's no way Capio is nowhere near as charismatic. There's nowhere near. He can't do the same. People quite like Greg Bender. Nobody likes Capio. Yeah. Well, nobody likes Capio. So there's no way he can get anywhere close to it.
Yeah.
But he could have done if he'd have just pulled his neck in a bit.
I'd never actually argued with him until I had a few words with him a couple of months ago, I think. I never had a problem with him. I didn't like the way he was treating people. I didn't comment and said, "Oh, that's not nice." I'm thinking to myself, but I kept out of it because I just couldn't be fucking bothered. I never watched him. I never did. And I was sitting on a panel. And he came on, and he only came on for one reason, to have a go at me. Right?
Yeah.
That's the only reason he came on there. He talked. I just come with to say Merry Happy Easter or whatever it was. Something like that. He came on to have a go at me. And
well, I confess, I've had a couple of goes at him.
Yeah.
Well, after he had a go. That's the other thing he said. Who have I ever attacked that hasn't attacked me first? Yeah, me. I never attacked Capio. I've never even dreamed of it. He's attacked me loads of times. But anyway, that's beside the point. But he always said, "Oh yeah, I've never attacked anybody that didn't attack me first. I've never attacked anybody first or even second or third." Beside the point. Where was I going with this?
Pretty, yeah. I don't know. Really don't. I
I
just
get my
couldn't
thoughts back.
But Stu D, I mean, I've been on panels when he's been on. I just say hello to him and be quite decent.
I'll give
I've
you
never
Stu D.
fucking watched him ever.
I think
watched
Stu
him.
D.
I don't even know where his fucking channel is.
I think Stu D. A couple of years ago was a totally honest, genuine guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you won't have seen this, but and I do believe, somebody said that all the trolls went after him and totally abused him. And they went after his grandmother and whatever. And
Okay.
Andy will back me up on this. When they did that, I opened Zounds and said, "Look, you're all being cunts. Stop doing this." I stood up for Stu D. They won't. You know what that is. Ignore it. Get it. Now he tells me I'm body shaming people. I've never body shamed anybody in my life. And yet Stu D is saying, "Oh, I never lie." Stu D says, "I never lie. I'm an honest man." Okay, Stu D, show me where I've ever body shamed anybody in this world, anywhere. On YouTube, real life or whatever. I never do it. It's not in my character. So you to stand up and say, "I never lie. I'm almost as a white monk as Capio is. I never lie. I tell the truth."
Are you talking about Mr.
No,
Stockholm syndrome?
Stu D has turned. I am amazed that Stu D has turned into such a cunt. Can't
Why?
believe it. He started off as a decent guy.
Yeah, but the whole part
And it's
about it, like I say, Steve, it's Stockholm syndrome. Simple as that.
Absolutely. The best example of Stockholm syndrome ever.
Well, the thing is, the fools of the same caliber will stick together, and that's fine. They have their place. Just they haven't dug a hole deep enough yet, but they have their place. The people that follow them, well, it shows their integrity. If that's entertainment, well, YouTube's definitely stuffed, and we know YouTube's stuffed anyway. So what the hell? It's not even worth talking about. In realism, and a lot of us are just saying, stuff it. I've had a gutsful. I'm very lucky that I've got a good loyal base subscribers that do come along. I've let them down many a time by not being there when I'm supposed to be, to provide them the entertainment they expect.
Yeah, you got to do that, John. You got to understand one thing. It was very sad when I closed Talkback like that, letting everybody go. But people come on Johnny Siams and they want you here every week virtually.
Yeah,
they do it on a regular basis. So you got to think of that when you're not.
Like I've had some trials and tribulations.
And
it's
not your fault.
And it's simple as that. There's times I've wanted to, but just not had the get up and go because of different other things that go on in life, because that's the real thing about it. I've got a real life too. But the one thing about it is my YouTube journey has been up and down, but generally I've liked it. I've met a lot of bloody good people, and I've got to know a lot of damn good people, and for that bit of it, it's been worth it. The idiots that I've met and the rest of them that I don't really care about anyway, they mean nothing to me. I don't, and that's the truth. I don't care about them. The people that come along and support me, get a bit of enjoyment, give me a bit of enjoyment too, because that's the other part about it, is what I get out of it. And I do get some enjoyment by doing some streams and talking to real people. That in itself is a blessing.
Yeah. Sorry, gentlemen, I'm just typing something. What are you doing, Steve?
I'm okay. I'm still here.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, Graham. Integrity.
That's a great word. Integrity.
You know, the thing. I believe I've got integrity, and I you know, and everybody here, I believe, got integrity. You know, what I produce or stumble across each week is just a bit of fun with the trivia. I'm going to bring a bit of news back into it, you know, just as a, you know, rethink about things, and a few talking points. But the whole idea is just to get together and have a bit of fun and
Yeah.
enjoy life.
Watch an amazing film today, John. Let's change the subject for a minute.
Yep.
It's in 4K. It was Everest, from the start of Everest right at the top. They got a DJI drone and they flew it all the way up. Right. Fuck me. You want to see where you got to walk? So I don't even remember any of that. I've been up there, up to Everest. Yeah. Base camps and shit like that.
Well, the thing is, all the rubbish on the mountain. Last thing I saw on it was, you know, just rubbish. Excuse me.
In Nepal, where I was, rubbish all everywhere. It's not. It doesn't. It's not rotten. It's just papers and shit. And I don't know. They just don't. It doesn't fucking affect them like it does in the West, you know. And the rubbish accumulation and oh wow, yeah. But I'd imagine you take your snack bars up fucking Mount Everest and just leave them on the side of the fucking track there. That'd be fucking awesome.
Well, you know,
there's thousands of people going up the fucking thing a day, John. Thousands.
You know,
it was like a long fucking line heading up to fucking up to the top, but not to the base camp. If you get to the base camp, you're supposed to have done it. I got right to the top, John. I was fucking amazed.
You know, but the whole thing about it, you know, oxygen.
You're not even fucking interested, are you? Not interested. I climbed fucking Mount Everest.
Well, I think that's wonderful. I do. I really think that's wonderful.
I didn't fucking climb it, but I've been up there. I was in a fucking jet and I flew over the fucking top of it.
Yeah, but the whole part about it, that's fine. But too bloody cold for me. I'd say stuff that.
Oh fuck me! I hired a 4-wheel drive and I drove up from Kathmandu up to the Mount Everest, and they've got this beautiful hotel. I think I might have told. I don't know if I've told you before. They've got this beautiful hotel. It's got a glass front on it, and all the rooms face the mountain, right? And the fog came across, mate, before I got there. And it was just white. You couldn't see a fucking thing. I paid all that money for nothing. And as I was leaving, the fucking fog lifted, and there was fucking Mount Everest in front of me. Fuck, it was fucking amazing, John. It was really amazing.
You know, that's fine. It's, you know.
So impressive. And when I flew up in the plane, I mean, we were heading up for about a half a fucking hour, John. Serious. Up. You know, and all of a sudden you come up above the clouds, and there's fucking Mount Everest up above the fucking clouds. Fucking amazing. It really was. Yeah.
You know, I'd put it, you know, like as far as here, our highest mountain's Kosciuszko. I've been up there.
Is it? Really? Have you?
No big deal.
You haven't got any mountains there, really.
Compared to Everest and all the rest of them, you know, we've got the only hills here.
Yeah. I think the rest of the world's the same. Oh, hang on. South America's got some big ones, I think. Not as big as Everest. Angies, the Angies, they call it the Angies. It's called the Angies. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
the Ange's Mountains. It's all along the same line.
Yeah. It's actually amazing. I was watching a documentary the other day. They've got a canal there, like the Grand Canyon. They've got a canyon there bigger than that. I seen a couple of photos of it. Fucking awesome.
Leo from Freo, g'day, mate. No, I think he died. Leo.
Get on you, Leo.
I think he died from eating dog shit.
That's a great way to start a conversation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hell, if you got something to say, you may as well say it. I'm not saying I'm going to suppress what people say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words explains everything perfectly. Anyway, Stephen, Johnny, Leo, I'm going to call it a night. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me on the panel, and I'll catch you all next time. We've got lots of look, just to show what I'm going to be doing for the next 4 days. We've got the golf. It's just called the Open, not the UK Open, the England. It's just the Open. The golf game's going on in Scotland. Going on in Scotland. I'll be watching that for the next 4 days.
Oh yeah.
But
what you going to play?
Thank you, gentlemen, for your company. I've had a whale of a time. Thank you to all the chat. It's been great. Good night, all.
I'll give you a call, Stephen. I'll give you a call tomorrow. Stephen.
All right.
So all I got to do is remember what I have to call you about. It was something I can't remember.
We'll see what his handicap is, except for the little white bastard.
I'll give you a call in the morning, Steve. Whatever.
Well, can just somebody clip any news on the dog cunt Capio? That should be my what's my name of a channel. What a great name. Any news on that dog cunt Capio? Leo, perfect, mate. Good night, all. See you next time.
All right, Steve.
See ya.
Yeah. Actually, like I say, Leo, I don't really give a shit what he's doing. Last I heard, he died.
Everybody's fucking dying lately. They reckon who was dying? A Suckerhorn died.
Did he?
Avery died, and who else died? Someone else died.
Well,
someone else.
Everybody's dying to be off YouTube.
No, some particular person saying that, so the died person come and defend themselves.
Yeah, well, like I say, I heard Caprio actually died from eating dog shit because he wasn't getting enough money on the donos to buy real food. Anyhow, poor bugger. After what he's been through in his life.
Yeah, well, it's fair enough, John. It's fair enough. Yeah. G'day, Leo. How you going? I haven't heard from him for a while.
No, I haven't either. I was only thinking about him the other day.
Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, nothing much else going on, is there?
No, not really.
Anybody coming on the panel? Hurry up.
Yeah, if you want to come on. If not, we're going to bed.
Yeah. How long have you been at it for now? 2 hours.
2 3/4.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Doesn't seem that long.
Yeah.
That's the real part about it is if you're having a good conversation and talking to good people and that, time goes fast pretty quick. It's when you're talking to idiots and some of the rest of it, It's like pulling teeth.
I'll have to fucking get that the Seaview out tomorrow out of the garage and fucking show Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I'm fair to have got it. Yeah. I used to be many years ago. I used to be a hobby. I think I've told you before. I used to be a hobby. I used to make.
Here's Leo. Here's Leo. G'day, Leo. How you doing? Have you got a new microphone, or if it's still fucked like the last time?
Good evening, gents. How are we?
Bloody good,
How
mate.
you going,
Bloody good
Leo?
yourself.
Oh, hang on a sec. It's all gone to square leg.
No,
I feel like a bit Man About Oz style. Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you, mate.
Oh, yeah. It's steaming down here, man. Yeah, how's things going? Haven't spoken to you fellas for a while. G'day, Stephen. G'day, Johnny.
There you go, mate.
Yeah, man, all good, mate. All good, all good. You know, we've had our trials and tribulations, but we're still here.
Yeah. It's bloody middle of winter, I suppose, and get shit done. But yeah, how's your house going, Johnny? Ready to rock and roll?
We're in the joint. Even that was full of trials and tribulations, but the whole part about it, yeah, we're here.
Just freaking around with governmental departments, or?
Oh no, we've done all that. We're just the builder's been a bit of a prick.
Back to front.
Well, the whole part about it is they can say no and they can carry on as much as they like, but there is things in place that bring them to task. So it's simple as that. But yeah, look, it's it's obviously different to my unit in more ways than one. But it's there's probably only a couple of very small changes I'd make to the place to redo everything again. And I mean very small changes. But obviously the weather here is not good for, you know, doing concreting and earthworks and all the shit that I really want to do.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I'll stand on the balcony, obviously under the roof, and survey the what's around me through the rain and say, I might as well go back to bed.
Crikey. What about yourself, Stephen? Have you been floating around, or are you still down to Tassie way? What's been happening?
No, down in Tassie, mate. I just hanging around down here, just packing things up and organising life. I'll be heading back over there in a couple of months, I suppose. I'm going to try and call into the Philippines.
Yeah, get yourself over to the Peens.
Yeah. Going on a sex tour.
Oh, anywhere.
I'm just going over there to get a fuck, mate, and I'll just keep going.
Come on, this is a diplomatic channel. We can't be saying that shit.
Well, the whole part about it, you know.
Johnny wants to come and use the camera.
I've always been a good cameraman. Not bad on the makeup either.
I'll probably call in there, probably go for a night or two. Just want to have a look at it.
Can always make a silk purse out of a seal's ear.
LeChon.
Dear. In my personal opinion, I think value for money, Thailand's still ahead of the Philippines.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. We only have to look at hotels in the Philippines, what they call, you know, a fantastic hotel. and the prices they're asking, is bullshit.
Really?
Even what and I'm not joking. You can get bloody good hotels in Thailand for $20 a night.
What's your spin on the 6 deaths across 2 floors, poisoning at Sukhumvit Ekawan Hyatt? I've stayed there freaking
Well,
6 or 7 times.
my spin on it is obviously they all went out together. They all
Yep. 2
ingested.
floors, I'm trying to work it out, right? So
Well, the thing is,
go
the
ahead.
whole part about it is, I wouldn't be pointing fingers at the hotel yet, but
it'd be pretty hard because they've got that's a tip-top joint, right? Look, if you need to do some stuff, you go up to the concierge desk, right? Let's say you needed to flip some currency. They can do shit for you, right? This is a fucking 5-star plus hotel. Don't fuck around by bumping off 6 internationals on 2 different floors. Fire, poisoning the, this is weird shit that's just happened, right?
the one thing about it is we'll never know the truth. The only thing is we can speculate and say, well, whatever they ingested.
It's a fucking very good hotel. Like, it just doesn't add up. Like,
Which hotel was it?
The Hyatt.
Hyatt
Oh, fuck. Really?
Well, that's what I mean. Whatever they've ingested, I would doubt very much that the hotel had anything to do with it.
I reckon it's definitely an assassination, but it's nothing to do with the ties. No way, no.
Well,
What nationality were they, Leo?
Vietnamese.
All Viet/American sort of influence. But 2 different floors across 3 days, yeah. Fucking,
but, the whole thing about it is...
But I've stayed that fucking
We're
hotel
happening there.
many times in the last sort of decade, and it's fucking top drawer. You don't get, what you would think. You don't fuck around in, you've got the fucking... Well, you don't get lots of Capio and Suckhorn staying there, that's for sure.
But is Suckhorn dead or what? Someone said Suckhorn was dead. What happened? What happened there? Is he dead or what?
Well, it's wishful thinking, I suppose, isn't it?
Oh, don't be nasty. Come on.
Well, it's probably close to it. But, no. Well, look, you're not going to get the likes of Capio staying at fucking Ekawan in fucking the Hyatt Ekawan on Sukhumvit. This is the fucking high-end fucking... But you don't get 2 floors of 6 people getting bumped off. I'm thinking outside of the box. This doesn't actually happen the way it's happened. 6 people getting killed instantly.
Well, they said it was from tea, correct? They must have bought their own tea, but I mean, if they go, what would the Vietnamese be doing staying at that hotel? How much is that hotel a night, Leo?
Well, low season, you're probably about 300 Aussie, 250 US
a night.
Yeah.
So what is the Vietnamese doing staying at that hotel?
The thing is, you've got
right there.
You've got a concierge desk right at the top.
Yeah.
Like, you could do anything there, whatever goes, right? I mean, I'm not, just sort of thingo, but it's very old, but it's very fucking nice. But the thing is, like, 6 people die in fucking... This is the whole fucking thing,
It looks like an assassination. If you're not going to pay $250 for one night and then take your own fucking tea, because they'd have all that sort of shit at the hotel.
No, they've been bumped.
They've been bumped. Yeah, they've been knocked off by the sound of things.
Yeah.
The thing is that they've obviously gone
to the Thai
to
government. What's going on with that shit? Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm just saying that I don't think what they've ingested has been in that hotel. It's been elsewhere.
Well, they said it was from tea, correct?
Well, we don't know, but the thinking is like.
Well, someone said tea. Did someone say tea?
Like if you're
tea or
if
something?
you're on floor 7 and you're on floor 9, you're Vietnam American affiliated. How the fuck can you die within 2 hours and you're 2 floors apart, a day apart? This is the fucking weird thing, you know.
Well, that's the whole part about it is this is the whole thing. I believe that they've been out of the hotel environment to another place where they've ingested something,
Correct.
or they have bought something with them to give them some happy times or whatever, and it hasn't been the quality that they maybe anticipated. So that's my two scenarios. They've ingested something elsewhere, or they've bought some. Well, let's just put it down to they bought some drugs or whatever to get their rocks off or whatever, and the quality or whatever hasn't been exactly what they thought.
I like it. Anyway, I don't know. Like I was saying before, you pay $250 a night to stay there. Well, why would you bring your own fucking tea and make your own tea?
It could be a spin. It could be a spin, or the government spin on it. Where's Mad About Oz when you?
Don't know. Well, it's just a conspiracy. You said before, it's conspiracy sounds.
Well, I don't know about it. I don't know about a conspiracy, but I would say there is some foul play.
Yeah. 6 people get knocked off across floor 7 and floor 9, knowing full that that hotel's pretty tip top, right? So you got a really fucking nice concierge at the top. They'll look after you. They fucking do everything for you, right? Let's say you're short of a quid, bang. As long as you chip it at the end of the fucking thingo, they'll give you US dollars. They'll give you fucking Thai baht, whatever, you know. And they'll look after you, inverted eyebrows, in other ways. But no way would you get fucking bumped off 6 people across 2 floors. Like,
well, you know,
hell, it just doesn't add up, you know.
Like I say, if they requested a certain beverage or a certain object or whatever from a certain place, it would have been obtained for them. Well, the thing is, like you say, over a couple of days, if one lot ingested whatever, and they passed, the other lot wouldn't be. Well, one would think the other lot wouldn't be dumb enough to say, "Oh, look, this is all. We always get our stuff from there," and next thing, the next one's on the list. Well, yeah, you could look at a conspiracy theory. You can say they've been bumped off. Who's to say they haven't been? But the thing is, at the end of the day, they've ingested something, which I doubt was from the hotel, that's caused their demise.
Yeah, very true. Because, like, it's sort of the things that aren't adding up. 6 individuals die within a short span, but they're not. Yeah, I just can't get my head around it. And it's a fucking great place. It's very look. It's some of the rooms. Some people, to me, used to bitch about it. Oh, why are you staying there? The fucking rooms are fucking tired. They're classy. That's what I fucking used to love about the joint. And the fucking staff used to look after you, you know. So bad luck, Capio and Suckerhorn. I didn't get bumped off. I'm still living to tell the fucking tale. You cunts.
Well, I heard Caprio.
All right, John, I'm going to get going, John.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I heard
I'll see you
Caprio
later. See you
passed
later,
away from eating
Leo.
dog shit.
Yeah, bye, mate.
Yeah.
But then
Sorry,
again,
Johnny. Yeah, go ahead, mate.
like I say, I heard around the traps that Caprio had passed away, and I thought, well, you know, his e-beacon hadn't been going all that well, so he'd only have a dog shit to eat. So you know, but yeah.
Fucking joke.
There you go. Like I say, I couldn't give a shit about that idiot.
Yep.
Or half of them, and you know, I'm only interested in one is providing a little bit of entertainment and a sense and sensibility, and the other one is having a bit of fun. Trials and tribulations, I'm not interested in.
Well, I can't believe how half the shit is just irrelevant and just
You're right. It is irrelevant. The only people that make it irrelevant is the ones that want to try to because they have an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
And that's to make themselves relevant when every day of the week they're irrelevant, they're immoral, they're nothing.
Yep.
Anyhow, mate, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Give us a call.
Yeah, good. Pop it in. Yeah.
Give us a call and we'll have a talk.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks for dropping by. And to everybody that's joined tonight, thank you very much for your support. I do appreciate it. I hope you've had a bit of fun tonight. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.